everyone, this is Kaylin. Thanks for joining in for this 10-minute restorative yoga flow. So with this restorative flow, you need very minimal things. So you need some space around you, a mat or any type of floor that is accessible, a couple of blocks if you happen to have those, and if you don't have blocks, at least having one pillow or maybe even a couple of books that you can place a blanket on top of just to make it a little bit softer. So if you're ready, let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna have everyone start reclined. So finding a reclined posture on your mat, allowing your head and your shoulders, your hips and your feet just sink in. We're just gonna bring some awareness to our body right now. So you might keep your knees pointing straight up, or you might bring your knees together and your feet wide. Maybe one hand on your heart, one hand on your low belly. Just take a moment to check in with your breath. Take note of where you're noticing your breath right now. If that's in your chest, in your nose, or in your low belly. Just observing, not trying to change anything. Relaxing the muscles around your eyes and around your mouth. On each exhale, lowering your shoulders down from your ears. Allowing your body to feel heavy against the ground below you. And then with this awareness, begin to make some small movements, maybe from your fingers and your toes. Maybe spread your arms up to a T if you have space. If you don't, you might stretch them out overhead. You might keep them down by your sides. So begin to windshield wiper your knees slowly from left to right. Just noticing any sticky spots or any parts of tension that might be present. And the next time your knees land on the right, just allow them to stay there, moving into this gentle spinal twist. And then on your next inhale, activating through that core, bringing those knees up, and then allowing your legs to drop over to the opposite side. Maybe your gaze turns to the right here. Balancing and evening out both sides. Gentle quad stretch here. And then on an inhale, bringing those knees back forward. And from here, walking your feet in, bringing your knees into your chest, holding on tight so you're sort of in this ball shape. Maybe you rock from left to right. Free mini back massage here. Releasing that hold a little bit, holding onto your knees and just starting to make circles, so drawing circles with your knees. Maybe on your inhales when your knees are farther away, and you exhale when you're drawing your knees in toward the center. And then changing directions. And once that's feeling complete, planting your feet on the ground. Reaching for one of your blocks or your pillows right now. So I'm gonna have you keep it on the lowest height, picking your hips up off of the mat and placing that block underneath your sacrum. So that is your low back, your tailbone area. We're meeting in this supported bridge here. So just taking a moment to make sure this is comfortable on your low back. Settling in here for just a couple more moments. And then picking up that right knee and drawing it in towards your torso, wrapping your hands around the shin, your ankle, or behind your thigh. And then extending that left leg out long so your heel is touching the ground. Opening up through that left hip flexor here. You might stay right here, or you might lift your heel off the mat, just an inch or so. And then gently release it back down to the ground. Maybe moving in and out of this. Just moving in whatever way is calling to you or makes sense for you and your body. And then when you're ready, beginning to bring that left knee in, grabbing hold of that left, and then allowing the right to extend out long for your opposite side here. Opening up through that right hip flexor. Again, you might pick that heel up off of the ground about an inch or so. And you might gently plant it back down. Moving in and out of this in whatever way feels comfortable and accessible for you. And then when you're ready, bring that right knee in to meet your left, and then preparing to move into a legs up the wall. So picking your feet up, bringing the soles of your feet toward the ceiling. Now you might have a very exaggerated bend in your knees, and that's okay. Your legs might be straighter. Just feel the effects of gravity here. We stand for so much of the day. It's a very relaxing posture. It just allows blood flow to move in the opposite direction. You might go in and out of bending your knees and extending your legs. You might even make ankle circles here, being sure to change directions. And then when you're ready, gently bringing that bend back to your knees, planting those feet on the ground, lifting your hips up off of that block, just shifting a little bit out of the way, and then extending those legs out long. Again, just observing your low back, if there's any less tension here, noticing the weight of your body. Taking a big inhale in through the nose and exhaling out through the mouth. And then for our last posture, moving into a supported fish. So grabbing both of your blocks here. And again, if you don't have blocks, use pillows, use whatever you have. So having them both on the lowest height. So this first one is going to go underneath your shoulder blades. So getting that one set up first, and then your second block also on its lowest height. This is gonna go behind your head, sort of like a little bit of a pillow here. And so then you lean back, legs are out long. If that's uncomfortable, you might bring a bend to your knees, arms out away from the body, opening up through the chest. We're gonna stay here for several rounds of breath. While here, just notice almost that weightless feeling in your upper body. Just allowing that sense of restoration, relaxation to move down and around you. Taking a large inhale here and a large exhale to come out of this, bringing a bend to your knees, and then coming onto one of your sides. I'm going to go to my left side here, kind of rolling off of that block, preparing to shift them out of the way as we will be moving into our final posture, Shavasana here. So beginning to lie your entire body down, just allowing relaxation in your ankles and your feet. Your palms are up. Again, noticing any differences between your upper and your lower body here as a result of this restorative practice. Releasing tension around the eyes and the mouth. Any tension remaining in your shoulders, in your hips, in your legs, your feet, your hands, to just drift away. And making your next inhale your largest. And on your exhale, letting something go. Beginning to make some of those small micro movements in your fingers and your toes. Allowing those movements to get a little bit larger. Moving your head from side to side. Reaching your arms up long. Big good morning stretch here. Seeing just how long you can get. And then very slowly on your own time, finding your way up into a comfortable seat, maybe coming onto your side again, and then pressing yourself up to meet in the seat. Thank you so much for joining in for this short restoration practice. Be well.